So hello guys, it's my first ever recording, streaming, how we call it, the of the game. Never did that in past, so I just thought like when this game came out, Manor, I thought why shouldn't I record and just put the stuff out there for the people who are interested to watch at least, and because I used to watch games like this. So especially for the people or the young generation, I would call, that used to play Age of Empires and Stronghold Crusader, they know, they were anticipating this game. And when I saw the first time on the stem this game, I realized, oh man, need to play once this comes out. So yeah, then I will just because it's my first time, so here's a bit different. I recorded the game while I was playing, so now later on I am doing my voiceover and just to explain what happened, because when I was playing it, yeah, I was not sure, like I was so much indulged in the game that I didn't knew that would I be able to do the streaming or not. Anyway, without wasting any further time, let's get started. So here you can see that okay, here it shows the game is in under development and started. Here I'm setting up the selecting my name. You can select you can change anything you can want to. You can have your whatever you call banner and stuff like that, and yeah. And then I think I just started. I was thinking here what the name should I go with. Finally selected Sultan as the name, so selected the guy. Just to give you an idea, here it's important that I selected, you see, Raider 3 for free years 3. I think you should also select this option because when you're starting up the game first time, and it's a bit difficult to see raiders coming and always taking, yeah, you lose the focus because there's so much things going on in the economy that you have to take care about, that sometimes you lose focus on when they are attacking you every time. So I'm quite surprised the game loads quite fast. People coming from background of Stronghold and Age of Empire, they know like how much time sometimes these games take, but I think it's coming from Unreal Engine, so the graphics, everything is marvelous. So what the first thing I did here, you can see I just zoomed out and I finalized, okay, try to understand where I'm located, what do I have got. So if you can see here that I've got a big land, quite big chunk of land, which makes me and I've got everything almost, like stone and mine and everything. So just planning out the city is very important in the start. You need to see what routes are going. This path that you see, the main path, it's called, I think, King's Road or something like that. So a trading post need to go there. You will realize a trading post is quite important in this game. In Stronghold, I think you can sell anything in the market, but here it's a bit different. Here you need, if you need gold, you cannot just sell it out. You need to economy complete. Anyway, making the roads here, trying to make a modern city in a way. Quite straight road, which I didn't think in medieval time or something, but anyway I did it here. So now, okay, when selecting the forest logging camp, it is very important. Logging camp, here are three things you can see. You can see here is a logging camp, this another guy, this is another thing, and this is another thing. So quite confusing for the first time, because in again coming to Stronghold, if you remember, there was just woodcutter you would place and you would do the job. It's a bit different. Here a trees comes out, the trees is like they get the trunk out from the tree. This is done by this first one. Then the second one is firewood selection. These guys are selecting firewood only. They have nothing to do with the I thought first, okay, these firewoods are coming from, like, they take the trunk, then they create firewood from that. That's not the case. Firewood is like, for firewood is required for people to stay warm. So when you are putting this, it is for construction and stuff. Firewood is for people to consume. So do remember that you need to place firewood. And planks is something again for construction. So but planks are created from the trunk. So if you place this first logging camp from the logs, they will create the planks, and so you can place planks later. So if there is no logs, then no planks will not work. So yeah, that's very important. Why I'm mentioning this, because in the start I wasted quite a lot of time to understand. So now I am placing, okay, you have to, yeah, here you have to join almost everything with the road. I don't know if that's important, but people, I think it's important in a way, but for trading posts it's important, but not for the I would say for the other buildings. But okay, now I'm selecting the woodcutter watch again. I'm placing it close to the forest, obviously, where they can go and they can get some woods for the you can rotate the buildings again, rotating the building here, to yeah, placing it now. Okay, joining it again to the road. Yeah. Okay, and in every time here you can see I've still kept the game paused. So the reason is that once, okay, and now placing the well, trying to find a path where it will not damage the, because if I will place it very close, then I think it will stop my I'm trying to find a place where it will not damage my farms or anything, like not damage in a way, but shouldn't come in the way. So but you cannot place well anywhere you want to. You have to see where the water levels are. Quite different from again you will see in my whole tutorial watch, I am always referring to Stronghold Crusader and Stronghold 2 because I was introduced to this. Okay, here I'm placing the market, I think so. Yeah, market is people are gonna place stalls here. So the this you can see the cross that you see, this means how many markets there will be, like stalls there will be. So I'm trying to find the best combination to see the maximum stalls I can get. So trying to see, I think this was what I finalized. Yeah, so I will now give in the construction. A market doesn't cost anything, so you can just, it's basically you're allocating the space. It will not cost you anything, wood or anything. So now I realize that I have not placed the greenery and stuff, I think so. Trying to find the greenery. Okay, this is the hunter's camp. It will also not cost anything. And this is forger, I don't know what it is, like they call forger hust or something like that. Basically they collect cherries and stuff like that from the, so here if you look, these are the cherries from the, like collecting berries or whatever they call it. So I'm trying to now put it here, but in winters this berries will gonna disappear. So yeah, you will see, like then basically, yeah, trying to rotate it to find the best way. Yeah, this is where I placed it. So I'm now joining the road. Placing the hunter camp. Don't place too close to the to the wild life things, deers or whatever they are. They're gonna run away. So I'm trying to place it a bit far away, and there's a very smart reason for that. The farther it is, the more time they're gonna go and get the deers and stuff. So in this time they will have enough time that the deers will gonna regroup and they will gonna grow. So you don't have to worry about the population, because if there's too much hunting, there will be no more deers to get the meat for. So if you remember in Stronghold also, there was like you were hunting with the hunter's camp, and if there is no more things to hunt, they will disappear. So now I've just played the game. I started with the full speed, quite fast. People are now moving. The ox is now getting the everything. My bad, I didn't zoomed it out. I'm just more worried about how much wood I have got, whatever I have got resources. So putting the, I think it's hinge post, what they call it. Yeah, now you have to assign the people. So basically it goes like this. I assign 2 people. These 2 people, I've got 5 families total. 2 means they are not assigned, 3 means they are 2 means they are assigned, and 3 means they are free. So they are doing, the free people will gonna do the constructions, the assigned people will basically do the work. So I've just assigned 2 guys for the logging camp. I assigned more in the start so that I can get more wood, and because I need wood to place every other thing. So yeah, now I'm placing the greenery. Here the concept of greenery is quite similar to what we have in Stronghold, but only difference here it is that you have to assign a person to the greenery. In stronghold, you remember, like the bakery guys would cook and put the things directly to the granary. Here the granary guys go and they collect it. People don't put it, like the farmer will not come to put. Here I'm assigning to the forger first one guy, hut I would say, sorry for that. And now what I'm doing, I am playing it quite fast forward mode, because now I'm placing the okay, this is the store is quite important, like stockpile. If you remember from stronghold, it was stockpile that they call it. Here it's called the storehouse. So yeah, so I'm now assigning a guy to the granary. These guys in the granary and the storehouse will gonna go and develop the shops in the markets, or what do you call it, stalls. So I am now assigning a guy to the storehouse. So you see, like the more and more guy I assign, now I have got only one family for construction. So 4 guys are now assigned to something. So now I'm selecting Burgess plot. Basically Burgess plot is the plot where the house will be created. So you can see I just created okay, this is a very smart move, I would say. Yeah, you see like how I have 2 houses. So basically 2 mean like 1 family and 1 family is coming inside. So there are basically 2 houses, not 1. So I've got 2 to 4, I would say 6 and now 8. So in 4 houses I'm getting double family. So this is a smart move of doing it. And in the back side you can have these farms. I'll gonna explain it later. So if you want to get farms here, basically there's like, what do you call it, I think so they call this house garden, yeah, something like that. So these are house gardens. The bigger house garden is the more, basically those are the farms. In this there's not separate farm you would create. Basically houses also do the farming like in their backyard. So the bigger the backyard is, but if it's very big, then it will be a problem for you. Because then the house guys will be, they're not able to get the full optimum what do you call yield of the farm. So that's why I'm giving every house 2 houses. So 2 houses means there are 2 families staying, and 2 families can handle 1 farm. So that's a smart way of doing it, because this is very important. There's not very you can say great way of getting the food in this game. Either these are the berries, either there's this hunting guy. So okay, so when you click on this button, then another house is created. So as I told you, so now you're telling them I'm telling him to create another house within the house. So there are 2 houses, 1 big and 1 small. So you see I'm putting lot of effort in the houses again and again. The reason is very similar, that the more families I have, the more people I will have, and the more families I can accommodate. So you see I just accommodated 2 more families here. And it's very important if you don't do it in the start, because if these guys were homeless, so if they will stay homeless, this rate will not come up, population rate or whatever you call it. So if that's above 50, people will come to your city. If it falls, people will leave the city. So you have to give the accommodation as fast as possible once you start. Okay, you cannot delay it a lot. So that's why, if you remember, I assigned 2 guys for the voter camp. Now again I'm assigning again 1 more. So I'm trying to get as much as good I can possible, so that I can immediately start building more houses, because houses is basically what, again I'm assigning 1 more person there, just to make sure that everybody has house. And I'm just seeing like if I can get wood, so I can accommodate more people inside. Woodcutter now assigning 1 guy, and I just saying that there's no guy assigned, so they will not be working on a Burgess plot. So I'm anyway waiting for the wood to come, and once the wood is there, so I will know. Yeah, again I'm assigning 1 more guy here, so that I'm telling that to create. Okay, here I'm telling them to create a farm. That is the farm. The reason everybody will be asking me is why I'm not clicking on the new message. I don't know, but what I think, once I click it and I say yes, then the attack will start to happen on me, like by those bird I told you, like rob, what do you call this, raiders. Yeah, so that's why I'm not reading it, even though it's bothering me a lot. Again, assigning more families there because I have the capacity. So yeah, just trying to make sure that only one family is for construction, 4 are assigned. That's what you have to maintain in the start. That's the important thing. And don't give any damn I would say concern on what people are what the mm, burglars are doing or these raiders are doing, because you cannot do anything in the start. But that's what my understanding is. You cannot do anything about these guys. Just focus on building your economy. Again, what I am creating, I don't know what I was creating, but yeah, anyway, I was creating something. Yeah, it's swap it, I think so. Now the problem is that I have lost all my gold. The more farm you create, the gold is lost. So, and losing gold in the start will become a problem because there is no thing that could give you gold. For gold, you have to do the trade. Talking about the gold, you need to have a proper economy, then you will get the gold. Otherwise, there's no other way to make gold. And even in the gold, there is a whole theory. You cannot just use one gold. There are two types of gold. I'll explain. So here I'm selecting for the promotion. I did this accidentally. Basically, I'm trying to see what thing I can basically these things that you see here, I will explain. These are, like, I would say, how I understand is, like, if you remember or if you like have some knowledge, there's always like some certain places that some certain things are available in a way. For example, people excel in that thing. So what I think the concept I understand in this game is the same thing. In every region, there people will get specialized in something. For example, this is armor making. This is related to bookkeeping, I think. So this is related to trapping and hunting. This is related to farmer. So if once you select that thing for that region will start to flourish in that particular trade. So that's what I think the theory. So you cannot just like select one and everything for like if one region is also doing this trading as well, and it has also the sheep, and you can get the charcoal. You have one thing to select. So either you're gonna take this path, or either you're gonna take this path, or if you will take one, then you will gonna move. So you are limited in a way, and this is very good for this game because then each region develops its own specialization. You will gonna see how I in the next as the episodes will gonna flow, you will see how this thing whole makes sense. Very important thing, but yeah, you will experience it. So here I'm selecting which one to select, and I selected charcoal, even though I didn't knew what it was, but I did it because again you require wood to make heating. So I just thought, why shouldn't, because I was looking for deep mining, and deep mining is important. If you remember, I have got a mine in one of my in my region, and I wanted that mine never to finish up. So to do that, you will have to get, because if you get the mine cultivated. Okay, I'm placing the charcoal now. So charcoal is created from the firewood, I think so, which gives me more. Just one thing I forgot to mention. Do you see this barrel here? I thought it is an ale. If you remember in Stronghold, it was like this, but here it's different. It's tell you how much resources you have. So I've got 5 months resources, firewood and food. So this is what it is telling me. So firewood is important. You need to have that because in winters you will never need it. I'm putting more people inside now. So I was studying about the deep mine. The deep mine works like this. If there is a resource, you exploit it. For example, this is my resource. It will gonna like finish. Like if there are 1,000 stones, you're gonna take, and then that one time will come. It will gonna be there will be no more stones. So this deep mining, once I unlock this thing, then my mine will never disappear. Like it would always giving me continuous flow of copper, which I'll be selling later, so make money. So that was my basically goal for this, and just trying to see. I have no wait for people to come in the city. My approval rate, you can see, is not 50% yet. Once that goes up, then only I can do anything. So making charcoal here. and now we're gonna assign somebody to make charcoal. Yeah, and you can also sell it. That's also a good thing. So yeah, just waiting for the people to come in my region. I just thought to say country, but yeah, it's not the country, it's my region basically. So storehouse, just checking everything is good in the storehouse, making sure firewood is being created. You can see now I got 6 months of food and everything, so that's important. People are playing this, watching them. This is a very good thing of this game, and it's not new, but if you remember in Stronghold you can also see the people, what they were doing, what people are doing, how the bakers is working. Here you also see that. So I'm like people are putting things in storehouse, but I'm gonna assign a person to storehouse. What will he will gonna go and take the stuff and bring them. Every building has its own storehouse, small one, so they keep things there. For example, if I'm gonna show you later once I click on somewhere that how, for example, yeah, you can see pantry. So this pantry tells me how much. Okay, one thing I realized, log storage is 1 by 1. I think this is some sort of glitch, I don't know, because you can only have one. So here he will, once he cut that logs, so he can store 50 units of those planks, but storehouse guys take those. But I don't understand. I think this is some sort of glitch in this game. The storage of logs should be more than one, because later you will realize that this halts your planks production a lot. Checking greenery, if somebody's, I know I'm assigning a person to greenery. So as soon as I'm getting people in my city, I'm trying to assign somebody. Hitching post is like where this ox. Okay, ox is very important because this log is only moved by ox, so you will need oxes a lot. I'll just go upgrade it, so because I need one more ox, I was thinking to. So you cannot, if there is no place to ox to like to tie him up, he will gonna run away, and an ox costs I think 30 coins. So one thing very more important I would tell, this thing that you see is the region's wealth. This is my personal wealth. So yeah, that's what I was saying. There's a confusion in the wealth. So region wealth basically is utilized for the region resources. This is my personal one, so which will be utilized later. I will explain how it works. It's upgraded. So bandit camp, the notice came, they telling me bandit camp has been sighted, but I cannot do anything right now for the bandits. They're gonna start stealing your stuff, so be ready for that. I'm just now focusing more, because even if I go for the fighting, I will need people, right? So the more people I have got, the more I can fight, or at least do something. So my focus right now is just to get as much as people possible in my region, so that I can start flourishing. I'm running this game at fast speed. That's I'm used to play like that. I may think some people will find that okay, I'm grading the little granary and storehouse, because I think they should be upgraded a lot, because once the things start to come up, they will gonna easily fill up, so better to upgrade them earlier. Okay, just trying to make sure upgrade. Yeah, this is also additional way of getting food. Once you start to get herbs, that's also good. And just keep watching your resources. So you can see I've got 2 timbers only. Yeah, assigning a person to train is important. The deer that are being killed by those the hunters are basically, the skins are there, so those skins can be. Yeah, I'm assigning a person to first hunter camp. I'll just realize I don't get the hunting yet done. So that hunter will gonna do the meat, and the skins will be used, or the hides will be used to make this leather, which is again used in the market for people for clothing. So there's a good mechanics. I really like the mechanics of the game, of how the economy is working, how the details are made. Quite similar to Stronghold Crusader, and I will not say to Age of Empires. Age of Empires, you know, is what different. You just get the resource and you assign a person, they're mining, but it's not such detailed. Here it is like you need flour, you need wheat becomes flour becomes then the bakery item. So that's like a bit complicated in the same. What I'm doing here, I'm checking, just making sure if people are working on both. So yeah, you need a lot of patience as well while things are being done in the start of, especially of the game, because yeah, just you have to monitor what's going on. This is the trading post, which I'm been quite. You have to place it on the King's Road, and please remember to attach it to the road. I think I forgot in the start to attach it. And okay, my resources are stolen. You can see here. You can see my resources are stolen. So stone is stolen. So don't worry, we'll get it back. We're gonna get everything back with the markup from these guys. Don't worry. Right now, just to ignore it. Can't do anything. We can go for the fight if you want to in the start. I'm not saying in any way if somebody wants to do it and you cannot, he can. But my approach was a bit different. I was focusing more on my population first to rise up. So at least I have some good numbers to fight those people. Okay. So I'm unsigning this guy from Forge because I know the winter is now coming, na? So better to sign him on the trainery so that he can start working on trainery. Because I know, because my hunting guys are now doing the hunting, so I will have food in the winter. I just told you in the start that these forager huts about this cherries and these berries, whatever they are, they disappear in certain time of climate. So you have to make sure that you don't keep people assigned there, because then they will gonna, okay, I'm removing bushes, that's very important. Okay, you can remove bushes, you cannot remove the trees, so that's very important. I'm removing that bushes so that I can see how much space I have got, because I need this space for my houses. That's very important. Okay, so I can, it's clear there's a difference between bush and tree, so that's what I'm making sure here I get enough space. And I'm always moving my woodcutter lodge from, yeah, I'm just relocating it. Okay, so I need some space, and I'm making sure when I'm removing them, I'm moving them to the part of the where there are no hunting sites, because then they will be damaged. Okay, so just try to, in the start of the game when you zoom out on the map, okay, I'm assigning a person to trading post now, telling him what to sell. So I'm trying to sell leather here, because if you remember I assigned one guy for the leather. Yeah, so he says you will need to develop a path, like pay some merchant who will start to visit. So I'm just trying to see what I can sell, because this is the only way to make money. Now exporting planks for $2, and still I will need to pay. I need to wait first. The guy I've assigned, he'll gonna go physically and gonna sell that. Good. I need to assign one guy to sort, because now the planks will be required by me. Unassign again from, okay, the guy's families are moving. Just got $6, 6 coins, sorry, not dollars. Waiting to see if I can form some. You see, that's very important. Now the snow started. Okay, the winter has set in. Make sure you have got enough firewood so that you can survive. And now I've got 19 gold coins for the region, which is which is important, quite important for me. So now we are coming to almost closing of the first episode. Yeah, that was enough for this first one, I think so. Made the trading post, we have started to get the money flowing in, so that was the goal for the first important thing. Okay, so see you into the next one. Up till then, take care, and do drop your questions in my, it is my first, again, apologies to anybody if this is my first time I am doing this podcast, I would say this is my recording of the game. So do give me your feedback. Okay, I'm gonna try to improve the next ones that I'll be doing. Thank you.